Hello and welcome to the channel, and today I've got for you a bare face. Don't very often see me like this, do you? And here we've got a makeup video, and it's in collaboration with another YouTuber, Little Miss Budget, Ness, who has got her own little channel. She is doing collaborations with different YouTubers, and she's doing makeup throughout the years. So starting right, I don't know if she started in the 10s or the 20s, or no, she's doing 100 years of makeup, so she started right from day dot. So she said to me, would I like to do a collaboration? And I said, yes, please. Can I do the 70s? And she had that gap available, so haha. So what I'm going to go for is a disco look. I got this the other day from Body Care. Look at that. So that has inspired me to recreate some sort of disco look. So what I'll do is we go through the video. I'll talk a little bit about 70s makeup, that sort of thing. So it was, you either went for quite a natural look or quite a heavy sparkly look. Other looks as well, but they were the main. So natural or sparkly, disco-y. So to start with, let's get rid of this fringe. Just coloured my hair actually. I love the colour it's turned out, really nice. So what I'm going to do to start with, I've only just got out of the shower, so my skin is all clean, and I've got skincare on it. Just dyed my eyebrows, so they're looking a little bit big because the 70s eyebrows were a bit thin. So somehow we're going to have to try and make them look a bit thinner. Can't believe I'm actually saying my eyebrows look a bit big. That's not very often. So the base was very lightweight. It was almost a sheer type of base, but possibly with a bit of pearlescent sort of colour to it, a sheen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with these. These are the Jacka Black Glow Drops. I'm going to pop a bit of that all over my face. So to start with, I'm going to use this new brush. Loving these. These were from Primark. I got a set of 3. They're blending brushes. So I'm not really using them for the purpose that they're supposed to be used for. But yeah, I will be blending this in, to be fair. So I'm going to put that all over my face. So that's the first layer. Next up, I'm going to use a BB cream because, like I said, it's not too much of a heavy base. So I need something just to sort of even my skin tones out a little bit. And put a little bit of foundation on as well. So these are the Lacura BB creams from Aldi. Got one in light and one in medium. So I tend to just mix the two of them just to create that perfect colour for me. Now in the 70s, tanned skin was quite a thing. They started sort of getting, going out in the sun. In fact, I remember my mum, she was a massive sun worshipper back in the day. Right, so that's a mixture of the both. I'm going to just swill those in. Now this, it looks like you're putting absolutely loads on your skin, but it just sinks in. It's not a very heavy coverage. But you see what I mean? It just sinks into your skin. I love this product. And because it's got the moisturiser in it as well, your skin feels so lovely once it's on. It doesn't feel heavy and feels very moisturised. I like it. You don't get any sort of tightness on your skin throughout the day, which some foundations tend to do when they dry out your skin a little bit. Right. So that's the base. Let's just sort out my brows. In fact, I might not brush that off too much because that'll cover a bit of the brows up a bit. They won't look so prominent. Now, I don't normally use these, but because this eyeshadow is going to be quite glittery and have a lot of fallout, I did do a little swatch earlier. I'll just pop that in now. Wowzers. Oh, I don't know which ones to use now. They're absolutely gorgeous. So you can see they're quite pigmented, and I don't want it coming out all over my makeup. And now a lot of people do eyes first, don't they, and then put the base on after, and I'm thinking I probably should have done that, but too late now. I've got these shadow protectors. I got these from Primark. So if it pulls any of my makeup off, I'll just have to go over the top afterwards. So shadows in the 70s, they sort of created like an almond shape in your eye, or like a cat-like shape. So I've got to somehow recreate that. And they didn't, you know, like now we do all these different colours, shadows, and blend them all, and you've got creases, cut creases. None of that was happening. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this white all over my lid to start with as like a base. And what I've decided to do, because I think I'm going to have a bit of trouble with it sticking to my eyelids. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this sort of, this was from Primark. I like this a lot. It's a pollution solution daily skin starter. So put a bit of it on the brush, and then we'll go into the shadow to see if I can pick up a bit of product. So on Little Miss Budget's channel, she does a lot of makeup looks. She's really, really good at makeup. She does occasional hauls, and then just talks about, you know, life in general, really. But the main bulk of her channel is makeup, and she creates some lovely looks. She's got so many makeup palettes, all the eyeshadow palettes, and she's actually from my hometown of Leicester, so I warm towards her because of that. And what I'll do, I'll put a link to her channel in the description box down below, so it would be great if you wanted to go over and support her as well and go and see what she does for the 70s look. Right, that's that one first, sort of a little base. This is like a lilac-y colour, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's interesting. So that's gone on differently to that base one, hasn't it? Oh my goodness, I love it. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take it up a little bit rather than just leave it over the lid. I'm going to take it into the crease a little bit just to sort of create this almond shape. And then I'm going to do something under my eye, but I'll do that after once I've done most of the eyeshadow. So let me know in the comments down below how old you were in the 70s. Let's go for, well, I'm 46. I was born in 75, so all of this stuff was going on when I was born, but obviously didn't get involved in it. Some of my friends said I was born in the wrong era because I love disco and dancing and roller skating. So let me know in the comments down below how old you were. Let's go for 1975 because that's when I was born. It's interesting actually because quite a few of you write to me and I haven't got a clue how old you are. It's such a strange thing, YouTube, in that respect. All I've got is that little one photo that you have on your YouTube account. I don't know anything else about what you sound like, what you look like, except for your little face. I don't know how old you are. It's bizarre. I've become friends with some of you and I don't really know much about you. Let's change brush. Let's just get this little thin, what's that one? This is a Real Techniques shading brush. Right, let's go for the purple. And I'm just, ooh, do I do a line? No, they didn't really have lines. It was quite blocky colour. I've not put any of that on the brush for that one, so I don't want it to be too, I don't want it to come out too dark. So they didn't have any sharp lines, so that just needs to be blended in a little bit into the corner. And then I'll use the other brush just to blend that over. So it was the fashion to sort of put a colour, a light white or pale pink on your brow bone. So I'm going to just put a little bit more of that white. Just got to be careful that I don't get the purple in there because I want that to be more of the white. Yeah, that's picking up a bit. I'm going to put a little bit of the pink there. Just a tiny bit. Just so we've got a pop of colour all over the eye and the brow bone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of bring that down a little bit. So I've got the almond, because that's quite a sharp line at the minute and I don't want that. So I'm just going to blend that just a bit down the eye. I'm not actually going to put any more makeup on there. Just going to use what's already on my eye, sort of bring it around a little bit. Just need to blend that a bit so I don't have any harsh lines. So brows are quite thin, so what I'm going to do, I've got this brow sketch from Primark. I'm just going to define my eyebrows a little bit more in the middle to try and make them look a bit thinner. So rather than my normal shape that I would do, I'm going to sort of go along and just come back into this mirror again. So whereas I'd normally draw a little bit of a peak, I'm not going to do that today. So brows are described as long, thin lines. So whereas I'd normally brush up, I'm trying to brush it along. I'm just going to seal the brows. So this is a new product I've been using called ANSWR. I did a little collaboration with them a while back on a hair product, and then they sent me this as well, free of charge. So it's Flyaway and brow control. So you know when you get like little hairs that stick out, you can put them in place with this, or you can use it to lock in your eyebrow shape as well. So I'm just going to make those as long and thin as I can, just sort of pull them across. Yeah, so definitely recommend that. Very good. What I'll do, actually, they gave me a discount code for the hair product that I use, so I'll see if it applies to that. So if you're interested in something like that, it's a really good setting product for your eyebrows. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to finish off. Can you see how I'm sort of getting the almond-like, cat-like shape coming along? So I'm just going to put a little bit more under each eye. So what I'm going to do as well, I'm just going to add a bit of this. So this is from Poundland, and it is Glide Away an eyeshadow stick, Makeup Gallery. I've got these in all different colours. I've got grey, this sort of pinky nudie colour, and a white one. So I'm just going to pop a little bit more across the brow bone. Right, so I've just neatened that up. Absolutely loving this. Look at the colours of that. Gorgeous. Very similar to a disco ball. I think that's where the glittery makeup came from, the disco balls that you had at the disco. Right, next up, a bit of eyeliner. So I've not used any concealer, didn't see any mention of any concealer, not that I really need any at the minute. Eyeliners, they did start using different colours, and I have got a few different colours, but I've got to be careful to make sure it sort of goes. So I've got this lovely blue, but I'm not going to use that today because that's not quite in keeping with the rest. Then what I've got here is a smoky crystal ultra long lasting eye pencil from Essence, and this a little bit sparkly with a bit of purple as well. And the white eyeliners were also very popular, so I'm going to try with this and then see if I can put some white somewhere as well. So I'm going to go all over my lid and then on the waterline. So what I've done there, I've done one with the white eyeliner and then one with the purpley eyeliner. It's actually come out quite dark, that has. It's not as purpley as I thought it would be. I think if you swatch it, it'll have a little bit of a purple hint to it, but it's a little bit dark, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that off and then I'm going to have another white under eye because I think I prefer that side better. So that is the white liner. That's not as bright as I would have hoped. I preferred if that would have looked really white, but never mind. Right, so now I'm going to put a bit of mascara on. I think they did wear, sometimes they wore lashes, but the lashes weren't a massive thing. And again, to go with the natural, sorry, I'm just wiping my hand. To go with the natural look, it was just quite a light mascara. So I'm going to go for this one today. It's the PS Amplified False Lash Mascara, Pound from Primark. I'm not sure if I've tried this yet, but I'm hoping it won't be too heavy, and I don't want to have massive lashes because that wasn't sort of the look. I think the idea is it's the eyeshadow that catches everyone's attention. So I've just had to sort my fringe out, otherwise keeping it in that clip it'll go a bit wonky. So I've put the mascara on and I've put a little bit more white liner in the waterline. So that's that. Now, they didn't really use powder as such, I don't think, in the 70s, but because I've got a little bit too much shine, I know I'm trying to have this sheeny sort of look, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this on. It's the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I really like this, actually. I've been using this a lot lately. So just to sort of take that shine off my nose, because that's a little bit too prominent for me, and I'm going to just put a tiny bit under my eyes as well. Right, okay, now I'm going to put a tiny bit of bronzer on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, not a massive amount. So I've got a big powder brush here. I think this was from Wilko. And then here we have the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. Look, I've hit pan. Ooh, I love this stuff. It's blooming expensive though. So just a smidge, not too much, but really just to blend it in a bit with my neck, because my neck is white. Contouring, I don't think was even a thing. I'm not sure if that's only just started sort of in the last couple of years, because I never used to do it when I was younger. And also highlights, don't think that was a thing either. But again, I've got the base on with this shimmer in it anyway. Now I'm going to go for, look at this, for a fabulous palette. This is from Body Collection. This was gifted to me absolutely ages ago when I very first started YouTube. It's a lovely palette, look at that. It's got different coloured blushes, and then it's also got a bit of a highlighter as well. So I'm going to go for, I might go for Dreams. Look at it. I think that the what did they call it? The Aunt Sally look was very popular with makeup through the years, wasn't it? This sort of almost English rose with the big, very bright cheeks. Right, whoa, this is pigmented. Okay, let's be careful here, Belinda. But I'm going for this sort of colour because I'm hoping it'll match the, or blend in with the shadows on my eye. Do you know what? I absolutely love this brush. Got it from Poundland. It's great for blusher. I like stippling it in a little bit. And then what they did, they sort of took it up a bit, up to the temple as well. So sort of a, whereas now we do that with our bronzer. I think it was more of a thing to do with blusher back then. Look at that, cracking. Wow, look at that. Marvellous. Okay, so we're nearly there. What I'm going to do now is put a little bit on the lips. So they did wear lots of pinks, and they wore lipstick and some glosses as well. As I said earlier, the natural makeup, they tended to use a gloss to sort of just put a little bit of a sheen on the lips. But what I'm going to try and do, I haven't used this for a long time. This is Benefit's Posy tint. So this is a tint that you can use on your lips or on your cheeks, and it's sort of like a lip stain. So let's put a little bit on the lips and see how we get on with it, because it's this gorgeous pink, like bubblegum pink. So you paint it on and then it dries off. It's a strange product, that is. I've had it for absolutely years. I won't be surprised if it's gone off. So just wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to pop a bit of this on the top. So it's from Primark. I've not used this before. PS High Gloss Lightweight Ultra Shine Lip Gloss. Let's see what this does. Packs a little bit of punch. Perfect. Right, I'm just going to sort my hair out and then I'll come back and we'll have a little look over the makeup. So there we are, all finished. Absolutely love the look. I'll come up closer so you can have a look. That eyeshadow is absolutely something else, isn't it? Wow. The only problem is it's starting to itch my eyes a bit. I do have quite sensitive eyes, so I don't think that's going to be lasting too long. And neither is this headband. It's about cutting circulation off. So that's it all finished. Hope you've enjoyed that one. Please do go over and check out Nessa on Little Miss Budget, and maybe consider subscribing to her. And if you're not already one of my subscribers, maybe you might consider hitting the button now. Maybe you've come over from Nessa's channel. I hope you've enjoyed it if you have. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.